In boxing, every era has its king. For this generation, that king is Saul Canelo Álvarez, a kid who once sold ice cream on the streets of Guadalajara, now the face of Mexican boxing and one of the richest athletes alive. But his success didn't come from being the biggest, the fastest, or the most naturally gifted. What turned Canelo into a four-division champion, into the man who could walk through giants and outlast slick technicians, was something else entirely. Behind the lights, behind the fame, there's a brutal system of preparation forged in sweat, repetition, and discipline. Because Canelo's greatness isn't just about fighting on Saturday night. It's about what happens when nobody is watching. It's about a training philosophy that has made him one of the most complete fighters of his era. This is the real story of how Canelo Álvarez trains, not to compete, but to dominate boxing. Welcome to Back to Boxing. Santos Saul Alvarez Barragan was born on July 18, 1990 in Guadalajara, Mexico. Growing up in a family of 8 children, Canelo earned his nickname, which means cinnamon in Spanish, from his distinctive red hair. The family struggled financially, and young Saul understood early that success would require sacrifice. Boxing was in the Alvarez blood. Several of his older brothers were boxers, and at around 10 years old, one of them gave Canelo a pair of gloves. Everything changed. He started training at a local gym, learning fundamentals while helping his family make ends meet. What set him apart wasn't just natural ability, it was hunger. Boxing represented a way out, a path to a better life. By 13, Canelo decided he was becoming a professional boxer. At just 15, he made his pro debut. While most teenagers worried about homework, Canelo was fighting grown men, sometimes multiple times a month. This early immersion shaped his philosophy. Talent alone isn't enough. Winners outwork everyone else, show up every day ready to improve, and treat their body like their most valuable asset. By 20, Canelo became the youngest boxer to win the WBC light middleweight title. But even with championship gold, he never stopped evolving. His training philosophy remained rooted in staying humble, working harder than everyone, and never stopping learning. Under longtime trainer Eddie Reynoso, Canelo's approach is holistic. He develops every aspect: cardiovascular endurance, explosive power, technical precision, tactical intelligence, and mental resilience. This comprehensive system pushes him to his limits while minimizing injury. It's a partnership built on trust, respect, and a shared vision of greatness. The daily grind. When preparing for a fight, Canelo's life becomes a carefully orchestrated routine. This is a systematic approach to becoming a weapon. Canelo trains 6 days a week with Sundays for rest and recovery. Monday through Saturday, he operates like a machine. The day begins at 6 in the morning. While most people hit snooze, Canelo is lacing up his running shoes. This early cardio session is critical for building the endurance that allows a boxer to maintain power through 12 rounds. He runs for about an hour, but this isn't a leisurely jog. It's high-intensity interval training, alternating between steady running and explosive sprints that simulate boxing demands. These morning runs also teach discipline, set the tone for the day. After the run, breakfast typically includes egg whites, lean ham, orange juice, and sometimes oatmeal. Clean fuel for a high-performance machine. Following breakfast, Canelo takes a power nap, allowing his body to recover and ensuring mental sharpness for the afternoon. Around midday, he's back at the gym for the main training session. This is where the real work happens. During fight camp, Canelo alternates focus throughout the week. 3 days are dedicated to boxing-specific training: shadow boxing, heavy bag work, mitt work, and sparring. The other 3 emphasize strength and conditioning. These afternoon sessions last 2 to 3 hours. Canelo doesn't waste time. Every drill has a purpose. His team analyzes his upcoming opponent and designs training to address specific needs. If facing a southpaw, they bring in southpaw sparring partners. If fighting someone with exceptional hand speed, they work on defensive reactions. The training is always tailored and purposeful. The intensity is incredible. When Canelo works the heavy bag, you hear the impact echo. When doing mitt work with Reynoso, combinations flow with machine-like precision. When sparring, you see flashes of the fighter who's knocked out some of the best in the world. After the session comes cool-down, stretching, and another carefully planned meal. Then family time and preparation for tomorrow. At 6 the next morning, the alarm goes off, and it starts again. 6 days a week. No days off. No excuses. Just relentless, focused training that pushes body and mind to the absolute limit. Strength and conditioning. Modern elite boxing demands exceptional physical conditioning. Canelo understands that being skilled means nothing without the strength, power, and endurance to implement those skills for 12 rounds. That's why strength and conditioning form a critical pillar. 3 days per week during fight camp, Canelo dedicates significant time to this work. But boxing strength training is different from bodybuilding. He's not trying to get huge. He's developing functional strength, explosive power, and muscular endurance that translates directly to ring performance. Canelo's conditioning is built around high-intensity circuits that push his body to the edge. He doesn't just lift heavy for the sake of it. He uses explosive, fight-specific movements done in sequence to mimic the demands of a 12-round war. A typical circuit begins with battle ropes, slamming and whipping them with full force to fire up his shoulders, arms, and core while mimicking the sustained upper body effort needed in the ring. From there, he immediately moves into medicine ball throws, launching the ball explosively against the wall or floor to replicate the rotational power of a punch. Every throw trains his body to deliver force quickly and violently, the same way his combinations explode on opponents. Next comes the landmine barbell press and rotations. By anchoring one end of a barbell to the floor and driving it upward in arcs, Canelo strengthens his core, hips, and shoulders all together, the exact muscle chain that generates punching torque. It's a functional move that builds striking power without adding useless bulk. Without rest, he drops into plank knee-to-elbow variations, forcing his abs and obliques to stabilize under fatigue, while also building mobility and endurance. This isn't just about aesthetics. It's about conditioning his body to absorb body shots and keep generating torque late into fights. From there, he grabs heavy weights for the farmer's walk, marching across the gym with iron in each hand. This brutal exercise builds grip strength, traps, and core stability, while also mimicking the grind of holding position and staying balanced under pressure. Then it's back down for another plank hold, testing his ability to stay braced and resilient under fatigue. Finally, he finishes the round with jump rope, pushing his lungs, legs, and rhythm to the limit. Skipping not only builds foot speed and conditioning, but also ties everything together, forcing him to move with efficiency when exhausted. What makes this system unique is the pace. Canelo performs each exercise back-to-back with no rest, cycling through the entire sequence multiple times. He also dedicates time to neck training, using resistance harnesses and bodyweight movements to build the strength needed to absorb punches and keep his head stable through 12 rounds. It's a punishing routine that blends power, endurance, and explosiveness into one. By the end, every muscle is taxed, every energy system drained. This is how he ensures he can throw fight-ending punches in round 1 and still look sharp in round 12. Boxing-specific drills. All the conditioning means nothing if you can't fight. Boxing is a skill requiring countless hours of deliberate practice. This is where raw athleticism transforms into precise, devastating technique. 3 days per week, primary focus shifts to pure boxing work. These sessions refine craft, build muscle memory, and program instinctive reactions. Shadow boxing is the foundation. Canelo's shadow boxing is purposeful and technical. He visualizes opponents, works specific combinations, practices defensive movements, and refines footwork. He shadow boxes in front of mirrors, checking form, ensuring hands return quickly to defensive positions and feet are positioned correctly. Heavy bag work develops legendary power and practices combinations under resistance. Canelo works with intention, practicing specific combinations, varying power levels, working angles, and incorporating movement. He circles the bag, cuts it off, works different distances. The bag teaches proper weight transfer, hip rotation, perfect timing, and maintaining balance while attacking. Mitt work with Eddie Reynoso is perhaps the most important element. This is where trainer and fighter communicate, where combinations execute at fight speed, where timing and rhythm develop. Reynoso knows Canelo's style intimately and designs sessions pushing him to expand his arsenal. They work combinations designed for upcoming opponents, practice counter-punching scenarios, and work on creating angles. Their connection during mitt work is almost telepathic, forged over thousands of rounds. Double-end bag work develops accuracy and defensive reactions. Unlike the heavy bag, the double-end bag moves unpredictably, forcing precise timing and reactions. Canelo also incorporates the reflex bag, a smaller, faster target that hones his hand-eye coordination, reaction speed, and ability to fire counters in split seconds. Sparring is the ultimate test. During fight camp, Canelo spars regularly with partners simulating aspects of his opponent's style. These aren't all-out wars, but controlled environments to experiment, make mistakes, and learn. During sparring, they implement the game plan, practice tactics, and identify what works. Sparring serves as reality check, revealing whether skills work against someone trying to hit back. Defensive drills integrate throughout. Slip bag work, where a heavy bag swings at him and he must slip, duck, or move, develops head movement, making him hard to hit. Partner drills, where someone throws punches and Canelo reacts defensively, build pure defensive instincts. Canelo does extensive work on specific punches and combinations, dedicating session portions to perfecting particular techniques, drilling them repeatedly into muscle memory. This attention to detail, practicing movements thousands of times until perfect, separates good fighters from great ones. Nutrition and recovery. You can train like a machine, but without proper fueling and recovery, the body breaks down instead of building up. Canelo knows this better than anyone. His diet and recovery are treated with the same importance as his training. His fight camp meals are clean, disciplined, and built for performance, not pleasure. Mornings often start with egg whites, lean ham, fresh juice, and oatmeal for steady energy. Lunch and dinner center on chicken, fish, or turkey with vegetables, rice, or sweet potatoes, balanced with healthy fats from avocado, olive oil, or nuts. Hydration is constant, and protein shakes provide quick recovery after grueling sessions. Supplements like BCAAs, creatine, fish oil, beetroot, and multivitamins fill in the gaps, supporting endurance, strength, and joint health. Canelo's nutrition isn't about starving or crash-cutting weight. He adjusts gradually, staying sharp and strong across divisions. And when the fight's over, he finally lets himself enjoy tacos or sushi, small rewards that make the grind sustainable. That balance of discipline and flexibility is what keeps him motivated through endless camps. Recovery is non-negotiable. Ice baths and cryotherapy are his primary tools to handle the toll of training. These methods reduce inflammation, flush out waste from muscles, and speed up healing after punishing sessions. The extreme cold forces blood vessels to constrict and then reopen, improving circulation and nutrient delivery. Beyond the physical, the shock of cold sharpens mental resilience, training the mind to stay calm under stress. Without this recovery, the intensity of his training would be impossible to sustain. This balance, intense training fueled by precise nutrition and restored through recovery, is why Canelo can perform at an elite level year after year, while so many others burn out. Mental training and discipline. Boxing is as much mental as it is physical. One lapse in focus, one crack in confidence, and the fight is lost. Canelo Alvarez's mental toughness is as formidable as his power and skill. Growing up poor in Mexico, witnessing his family's struggle, Canelo knew boxing was his way out. That hunger forged relentless determination, a motivation far stronger than any temporary training discomfort. Making his pro debut at 15 against grown men accelerated his mental growth, teaching him to control fear, stay calm under pressure, and trust his skills when stakes were highest. Canelo's discipline in training is extraordinary. Waking at 6 every morning, pushing through exhaustion, grinding round after round, this routine is automatic for him. There's no negotiation. Alarm rings, he rises. Workout begins, he gives maximum effort. Visualization is a cornerstone of his mental prep. In camp, he imagines every scenario in the ring, executing his game plan perfectly. By fight night, he's already lived the bout hundreds of times in his mind. His partnership with Eddie Reynoso adds stability few fighters have. Reynoso knows Canelo's psychology, when to push, when to ease, and provides honest feedback he trusts completely. Losses, like his first to Floyd Mayweather, weren't setbacks but fuel. Canelo studied, adapted, and came back stronger, refining counterpunching, patience, and strategy. The pressure of superstardom could crush many, but Canelo thrives under it. Expectations, purses, and global attention sharpen him rather than intimidate. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's earned through preparation, testing, and repeated success at the highest level. Focus, adaptability, resilience, all are mastered. Southpaws, pressure fighters, counterpunchers, bigger, smaller opponents. He adjusts on the fly, mentally recalibrating during fights. Physical training reinforces mental toughness. Every run, every punishing sparring session, every exhausted round builds the psychological armor that allows him to endure, adapt, and dominate. Conclusion. So there it is. This is how Canelo Álvarez really trains to dominate boxing. From humble streets in Guadalajara to becoming a multiple division world champion and one of the highest paid athletes on the planet, his journey has been defined by relentless commitment. Canelo's training isn't about secrets or shortcuts. Its fundamentals executed flawlessly, day in and day out. Early morning runs, building stamina. Strength and conditioning, creating power without losing speed. Thousands of repetitions on the bag, pads, and shadowboxing until perfection becomes instinct. Nutrition, recovery, and mental preparation all sharpen the edges of a fighter who refuses to leave anything to chance. What makes Canelo truly special isn't one thing, it's how he blends everything. Physical and mental, discipline and intelligence, endurance and precision. He embraces the grind so that fight night feels almost easy. Every detail, from sleep to visualization, serves the same goal, being the best fighter in the world. For anyone chasing greatness, the lesson is clear. There are no shortcuts. You have to show up when your body screams no, push when your mind wants to quit, sacrifice comfort for discipline. Not everyone becomes Canelo, but no one reaches that level without paying the price. Even if you're not a boxer, these lessons apply. Consistency, discipline, focus, pushing past limits, and surrounding yourself with people you trust. These principles work in sports, business, or life. Canelo Álvarez is more than a boxer. He's proof of what humans can achieve when they commit completely to a goal. His success isn't magic. It's relentless effort, smart preparation, and unwavering discipline applied over years. So the next time you watch Canelo dismantle an opponent, remember what it really takes. The early mornings, the brutal workouts, the strict diet, the ice baths, the mental toughness. Talent might open the door, but it's the work behind the scenes that builds a champion, one brutal training session at a time. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Thank you for watching. I will see you in next one.